Did you hear about the former bank robber who scammed collectors out of $2 million with fake PSA graded Pokemon cards? I imagine a lot of PSA graded cards that get sold on like eBay and shit are just completely fraudulent. But no, I didn't hear about it. Let's go here. Let's look it up. Former bank robber accused of faking PSA gradings for Pokemon cards. I just don't appreciate people slandering him just for being a former bank robber. That's just a mistake everyone makes growing up. We can't hold people to the person they were. It's the person that they become. I don't like this headline. Despicable. If you can't trust a bank robber, who can you trust?
He's one of America's most infamous bank robbers. Back in 2014, David Rose interviewed 43-year-old Anthony Curcio, who promised he had learned his lesson and would never go back to prison. Tonight, though, we've learned he is now charged in a new
that didn't age well.
crime. Now,
that's tough. Who could have seen that coming?
$400,000 from a Monroe bank in 2008, getting away in an inner tube down on a local creek.
Now, flash forward and.
Whoa. This man made a getaway in an inner tube. What the fuck? Is he playing Grand Theft Auto? Say that again?
In 2008, getting away in an inner tube down on a local creek.
I gotta see how that played out. Bizarre bank robbery uses inner tube and Craigslist. 2008. Washington police are searching for a brazen bank robbery suspect after a bizarre heist and getaway. The suspect maced the guard of the armored truck before making his escape in an inner tube on the Skykomish River. Even more startlingly, he placed a Craigslist ad recruiting unsuspecting decoys to serve as diversion. Kind of big brain. The inner tube, though, surely there was a more efficient way. It's very cartoonish. People used to pull off the crime, didn't even know they were part of it till it was too late. He was wearing a dust mask, a particle mask. At first, I thought it might be a surgical mask. I still didn't think anything was wrong, just unusual. Then I noticed he had a pump sprayer. This reminds me of how Kim Jong-un killed his brother. You guys remember that story? Kim Jong-un hired, I don't remember who. He hired like just two random people, or it might have been one random person. I'm a little foggy on the details, to walk up and touch his brother on the neck with a poison-laced glove that pretty much killed him immediately. No, it was his brother. It wasn't his uncle. I'm almost positive it was his brother. That fact I don't think I got mixed up. But they had this whole plot, which was, I mean, it worked. They had this crazy nerve toxin, I think it was a nerve toxin, a neurotoxin, something. They put it on this glove. They had the person wear it, and they had him go up and like brush against his brother. He immediately knew he got poisoned, tried getting help as quickly as he could, but died too fast. It was his uncle? Was it really? Let me see. I thought it was his brother. Yeah. Kim Jong-nam, the older half-brother of dictator Kim Jong-un, was assassinated at the airport in Malaysia. Told you, it wasn't his fucking uncle. There, and here's the method. Or wait, why don't they have the... Oh my god, this is a huge write-up. No, he fed his uncle to starving dogs. Yeah, see, that's super different. This is far more civilized. He learned from killing his uncle how to do it like a YouTube prankster way. With gloves and a tiny little slap to the back of his brother's neck, I think it was. Jesus, there's a long write-up on it. Oh, he also killed one of his other uncles with an anti-aircraft missile. At least that's one of the rumors. Is that one true? I've never heard that. I'm on Quora. Holy shit. It took me a minute to realize that. Kim Jong-nam death suspect thought she was in a TV prank. It's a crazy story. There's a lot of good videos on it. I haven't watched those in a while, but it's super, super interesting. So this guy just pulled a page out of Kim Jong Un's playbook here, and it worked for him. Actually, Kim Jong Un copied him. He was riding his coattails because this was 2008, and the assassination of his brother was in 2017. So this guy's kind of the progenitor of the tactic. Is there footage of him getting away on an inner tube though? I'd really like to see that CCTV footage of him just fucking floating away on an inner tube with a big bag of money, giggling to himself as he does this. Okay, but anyway, let's see what he's up to now.
I ever thought I could even be. I'm passionate about what I'm doing.
He's one of America's most infamous bank robbers. Back in 2014, David Rose interviewed 43-year-old Anthony Curcio, who promised he had learned his lesson and would never go back to prison. Tonight, though, we've learned he is now charged in a new multi-million-dollar crime. Now, Curcio is best known for floating off with $400,000 from a Monroe bank in 2008, getting away in an inner tube down on a local creek.
That's what I think of that.
Forward, and now federal investigators say Curcio and an accomplice have scammed a total of $2 million from unknowing buyers who were in the market for ultra-rare Pokemon and sports trading cards. Fox 13 News reporter AJ Janivel is breaking down how the pair got away.
I've been saying it for years. PSA grading's a scam. I mean, it's not PSA directly in this case, but still, fuck grading.
And some of these cards here
Just give it to me raw.
Fortune. Today, I looked into Curcio's past and spoke to people who helped build this case.
Money, things are not the most important in this world. I promise you that.
Anthony
What is?
Curcio, the former high school and college athlete, convicted of pepper spraying an armored truck driver and stealing nearly $500,000. For the last decade, Curcio has been on the up and up, speaking to kids about his mistakes, even authoring children's books. But now it seems like he's back to his old ways, as he and 37-year-old
Teaching your kids how to
Joseph
steal
Bonderchuk
efficiently.
face federal wire fraud charges, all for these little guys.
Well, 20 years ago, this was a $3 pack. Now these packs are probably about $700 to $800.
A company like Professional Sports Authenticator, or PSA, grade these cards based on their quality and look. And with a perfect 10 grade, Pokemon...
And just how they're feeling on any given day. Man, let's stop pretending like there's a real science to it. That shit is a toss-up depending on who you get.
and baseball cards are as good as gold.
It makes a huge difference to get a 10.
In fact, according to the indictment, Bonderchuk and Curcio listed one of their cards, this '86 Michael Jordan, for more than $170,000. But the issue, investigators say, is Curcio and Bonderchuk were scamming buyers by creating counterfeit PSA grades.
It was about 10 grand. Yeah.
Don Joss is the...
So I'm assuming it's not as obvious as it sounds to fake these. It's a little bit more difficult than you'd expect because each PSA graded card has like a serial number that's logged into their publicly accessible database. So I think you as a buyer can look up the number to see if there's an entry for it. But I think the workaround for that is you could just have someone either working at PSA that's just like, all right, bet, let's split it. Or you could probably just fudge the number and just create dupes, maybe. I can't imagine it's that watertight, to be honest. But it's a smart scam, like all things considered, since the market's so poppin'. This guy's actually kind of famous on YouTube. He stars in a lot of videos like ex-bank robber attempts heist in GTA 5 and kids meet a bank robber. What? Kids meet a bank robber? Why? That's so weird. What's the point? Why is that someone you want kids to meet? That's dumb. That's stupid. Like you as a parent, like, all right, come on, back it up. We're gonna go introduce you to a bank robber.
Owner of DJ Sports Cards. He tells me he's one of Curcio and Bonderchuk's victims. He says one of the suspects came into his rented shop and sold him look-alike cards a few months back. So, he helped the FBI bring the scammers to justice.
That a boy.
We sent this
Love to hear
We
that.
had ID, we had video, we had just all kinds of proof that he'd walked in here and made that transaction. We had his phone number from when he called. We had all kinds of information.
The indictment says, for 2 years, Curcio and Bondarchuk lied, finessed, and cheated people like DJ and many others.
So hold on. Wait, let me see that one more time. After being put on notice, the cards and grades and labels were fraudulent. Curcio and Bondarchuk repeatedly attempted to and did sell these very same cards to subsequent victims, again with fraudulent labels showing an inflated grade from Company 1. Interesting. Man, they got this one place, Manhattan Marketplace, through approximately $225K in fraudulent sales to 8 buyers. Holy.
People like DJ and many others across the country out of $2 million. Now, the 2 accused fraudsters face decades behind bars.
Then I lost 5 years in prison.
Well, what does he have to say about it?
Curcio said he would never return to.
I spoke to federal officials today who tell me that Curcio is out of custody. So I went to the home that is listed as his address to try to get a statement or a comment, but nobody answered. Reporting.
Come on, that could have been another YouTube video for you, Anthony. Bank robber meets a reporter. That could have been another banger up there with the kids meet a bank robber video. It's a great sequel. What the fuck, man? You're not even thinking. I bet this is happening far more often than people want to admit, though. Him and Bondarchuk are certainly not the only ones doing this. Watcher even made a video covering his bank heist. It's called Unhinged Bank Heist of DB Tuber. That's a banger name. Fuck me, that's a great title. Rob a bank, 5 years in prison, sell fake Pokemon cards, decade in prison. Well, it's a repeat offense. So it's scaled up. Plus the amount fucking 4x'd almost. Well, actually more than 4x'd. Well, how much did they steal from the bank? I already forgot. But this is significantly more than they got from the bank, and it's the second time he's done it, so obviously he's going to get fucked harder in the face for it, rightfully so. Just a scumbag. He's just born to be a scumbag. He stole 400 grand. Oh, yeah. Fucking 5x'd it then. Extra 5 years for not learning his lesson. Yeah, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson? I found his children book, by the way. It's called My Daddy's in Jail. No, you're lying. You're fucking lying. That one I'm looking up ASAP. Give me 1 second. He called his children's book My Daddy's in Jail. No. Let's see. No, My Daddy's in Jail is a book by Janet M. Binder. So unless he's pulling like a J.K. Rowling, it's not... Wow. He's the illustrator. So they didn't trust him enough to write it. He did the art, though. Let me see this. Yeah, let me pull it up on stream, actually. I can pull this up. Actually, maybe someone did like a read-through. Oh, well, that's sad. I don't know what I was expecting there. I thought this was just going to be the book. But the first result is My Daddy's in Jail and I miss him. Sorry to hear that, Sprout. That's no good. That's not good. The night Dad went to jail. Oh, God. But here, Anthony Curcio even made a trailer for it 8 years ago. Oh, my God. What in the fuck is this? Written by an ex-con, endorsed by PhDs, school principals, and judges. Awesome book with inspiring message. Holy shit. Okay, that's going to get this shit DMCA'd real quick.
Coming at you straight out of the birdcage. It's tough in here, G, but me and the homies riding hard, and it's all good. We ballin'.
Anthony. Anthony. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy. How did this guy get away with this shit for so long? Robbing banks, writing these weird fucking children's books, scamming Pokemon card collectors. Holy shit, this guy is is legitimately like biologically engineered to be a scumbag. From the womb to the tomb. God damn. This has to be satire. Bro, it looks like it's his real channel. I want to see some pages from the book, to be honest. 1 out of 43 children have a parent in jail or prison. I'll assume that's a real stat. I don't know. Cool art. It was a mistake. I'm a good roach. I promise. Jesus Christ, Anthony. This is so weird. Imagine he puts a quote from Chanderbuck on the back, or whatever his name was. Something Chabernacle or whatever. I forgot his accomplice's name. Super fast book cover making tips plus tour of secret office of author Anthony Curcio.
First off, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of such an awesome event.
Hey, no problem, Anthony. Hey, no, thank you for coming.
When I got it was.
Can you please, hey, Anthony, put down all the trading cards. Anthony, no, those belong to the children. Anthony, put down their school. Stop stealing everything, Anthony.
2 months ago, Anthony Curcio, and I'm a children's book author and.
The Boy Who Became King, LeBron James, the children's book. Did he get the rights to make that book on LeBron James? The Boy Who Never Gave Up, Stephen Curry, the children's book. That's so shameless, trying to just capitalize off their names for children books. Wow. Very cool, Anthony. You stole that too, huh? What an interesting guy. What an interesting guy.
Illustrator. So, does anyone know what I have in common with the greatest children's book illustrators of all time?
Absolutely nothing. Legitimately nothing, Anthony. Nothing at all. I already know what he's going to say, though. He's going to say, I didn't quit. I never gave up.
Our stuff starts.
Good one, Anthony. Actually, I didn't expect that. He's just like, yeah, literally nothing. I scam and steal from people. That's about it. That's all I got. All right, I'm going home now, kids. Hope you learned something. Bye-bye. Goodbye. No, I took everything out of your backpacks. Whine to your parents about it. What do you want from me?
Started the same way. An idea. Every single thing starts this exact same way. All great things that you see around you started with an idea.
Not anymore. AI will do that for us.
Started with an idea. Every single thing. That's how
It's
it
a
starts.
dystopia coming, Anthony.
Basically, a good cover. And also the gear with the goggles on top and holding a book.
He's not a bad children's artist, to be honest with you. Like, legitimately, that's a decent style. I've been saying legitimately a lot when it comes to Anthony, when he's like the least legit person on the fucking planet. But it is actually not a bad style for a children's cartoon. Like, the style fits super well. It's a shame that he super sucks as a human being. That's a real bummer.
Loved Grover, Cookie Monster and blah, 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 Cookie! So the main thing, kids, is you gotta be yourself. No matter how weird or crazy that is,
What am I looking at with that? What was that?
Example of me
What
being
was the gym for?
myself is- See this cabinet?
Body. Imagine just like a dead body in there. That's pretty cool.
Secret office in the back of a gym. It's quiet. If it wasn't for me really, really loving what I do, I would have given up so long ago. And
You're so strong,
to
Anthony.
have you guys want to reach out to me because you love my books. You know, you guys are on the other side of the country, and you're reading my books. I mean, that means the absolute world to me.
Thanks, Anthony. Hey, it's no problem at all, man. I can't wait for his new books to drop from his 30-year stay coming up in prison for his most recent scam and stealing. Those are going to be bangers. How painkillers can lead to heroin addiction? Why is Anthony talking on that too? Does he talk on everything? Does this guy, he's just a jack of all trades? Well, as a former heroin addict, I can tell you how I got there. And it all started with painkillers. I actually wrote 5 children's books on it.